you reading next?
Whoops.
That was Meowfoy.
It was Meowfoy.
Ahem. Don't chew on things.
She can't.
Meowfoy, come here. Come here.
I bet she'll calm down after a minute.
Stop chewing.
Maybe.
If she adjusts all our settings and eats our cords.
You can't.
Meowfoy. Ah. Cats.
Cats, 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 and more cats.
I'm nervous.
Why?
Because I'm reading a Hagrid line.
Just phonetically, you know, just phonetic.
Just sound it out.
You can do it! I have faith in you.
Thank you. Anyway, Harry, said the giant, turning his back on the Dursleys, a very happy birthday to ya. Got something for you here. I might have sat on it at some point, but it'll taste all right. From an inside pocket of his black overcoat... From an inside pocket of his black overcoat...
I know you can believe in yourself. We're gonna have to start all over.
Yeah.
You can't come back from this.
From an inside pocket of his black overcoat, he pulled a slightly squashed box. Harry opened it with trembling fingers. Inside was a large, sticky chocolate cake with Happy Birthday Harry written on it in green icing. Harry looked up at the giant. He meant to say thank you, but the words got lost on his way. Harry looked up at the giant. He meant to say thank you, but the words got lost on the way to his mouth, and what he said instead was, "Who are you?"
Cute.
And no.
You did it. It was hard. It's hard, and it's really hard to come back from a giggle
Oh.
fit. I've never successfully come back from a giggle fit.
Oh, it's my turn. Forgot. Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, you have to do the recap.
Uh-huh.
I forgot to. Hi everybody.
Hello, everybody.
That's Emily over there.
That's Marin, off to the side there.
Just trying something new. And we are
Remember Harry Potter.
We are so happy to be here.
Very happy.
This week we are talking about Chapter 4 of Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. It's called
The Keeper of the Keys.
So excited.
I wonder how many keys.
Just the biggest ring of keys, because think of it.
Yeah.
Think of his wrist.
It's so big. You can fit like at least 1,000 keys around there,
So
if I'm
cute.
not mistaken.
So,
Last week
we talked about Chapter 3.
Chapter 3, the letters from
The
no
letters
one.
from no one.
Letters be coming into the house of all the cracks.
My gosh, so funny of McGonagall to punk these guys as
Totally.
hard as she did. She didn't have to go that hard.
She did it for us.
She did it for us. She loves us.
Yeah, she does.
Thank you,
Thanks,
McGonagall.
McGonagall.
All right, so now they are in a shack
They are.
on an island
Yeah.
in a lake.
In a lake, in a peninsula, in a tributary, in a volcano.
Oh my gosh. And it's pouring rain and it's midnight and it's Harry Potter's birthday. Do you want to give us the Chapter 4 recap?
I sure do.
All right.
So boom, boom, boom goes the door. Dudley's an idiot. Harry's like, what the heck? Suddenly, boom, the door falls off the hinges and in comes the most enormous person Harry's ever seen in his whole freaking life. Surprise, it's Hagrid. Surprise, the Vernon comes downstairs with his gun and is like, how dare you come into our shack? And Hagrid's just like, LOL, you muggles. Harry's like, what's happening? Hagrid's like, Harry, you're a wizard. Here's a birthday cake, and also here's your letter. And Harry's like, ooh, the letter. I can finally open it. He opens it. Harry, you've been accepted to Hogwarts. And Harry's like, what the heck is Hogwarts? And Hagrid's like, well, I'll tell you some things about it, but not everything about it, because we like to keep you in the dark, Harry. And Harry's like, that's fine. I'll just simply keep every question that comes to my brain inside of my head instead of asking you. And I'll only ask you like maybe one question per day if that's okay. And Hagrid's like, sounds perfect. That should get us to the end of year 7, by which you will then finally know everything. But we don't want to get you there too early. And so Harry's like, that sounds reasonable. I'm down. 7 years will fly by in no time. And I feel like that's most of it, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
and then Hagrid gives Dudley a pigtail.
Yes, he does. And, that truly is all. And the 7 years will fly by in no time is our life.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. I'm really excited.
So let's talk about it.
Let's get into it. So, listen, this is terrifying. Right?
Slightly.
Harry
is like so chill about it though.
Well, so he has these awful family members who he can't go to when he's scared.
Mm-hmm.
And this really scary thing is happening where the door just slams down. It's the middle of the night. There's a lightning and thunderstorm, and the biggest person in existence is standing there. And I'm not talking like Karl Malone big. This is, the only way I can say it is, it's Hagrid big.
It's uncharted territory of height.
He's so big, and he's just standing there in the doorway, and you can't be like, oh my gosh, Mom, Dad. No, because you don't have your mom and dad. You have your mean aunt and uncle and your stupid cousin.
Your stupid cousin who, upon the door falling onto the floor, says, where's the cannon?
Oh my gosh. But lucky, it's Mom.
Yeah, it's Mama Hagrid.
Uh,
And he squeezes through the door frame, I should say, and he picks up the door and just puts it back where it's supposed to be.
Hagrid is nothing if not British.
Yes, and he's like, can someone make me a cup of tea? It's a bit nippy outside.
Anytime, day or night, you walk into an English home and tea is expected.
Yes.
I think.
Yeah.
That's what I've learned from television.
Yes.
Tea, and he pulls out some cake, and then he insults Vernon. It's perfect.
Yeah, he's like, hey, Harry, what's up? Last time I saw you, you were so a baby, and it's cute that you have your dad's hair and your mom's eyes. They were my BFFs, but I'm never going to tell you about it.
Oh, I know.
And pulls a cake out of his pocket.
Harry's very overwhelmed. He's just like... And he's like, who are you? Because he tried to say thank you, but his head was like, no, there are more important questions than thank you.
Yes.
So he goes, who are you?
Yep. Vernon comes in guns a-blazing, practically, but Hagrid just takes it and ties it into a pretzel and chucks it in the corner.
Throws it away.
Turns back to
You silly
Harry.
muggles. We get introduced to Hagrid by watching him make the most beautiful midnight tea you can imagine.
Midnight tea.
He's got sausages.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Starts a fire in the fireplace. Which did they not want smoke? Did they not want to track the letters? Because start a fire, if anything.
Yeah,
They
Hagrid
couldn't.
does,
They
though.
had chips.
Hagrid just simply leans over and suddenly a fire is a-blazing.
Oh, he's got sausages. He's got a tea. The muggles, they don't want to eat any of it because they don't trust a good cook. They trust chips and bananas.
Yeah. Hagrid, I want to start keeping a tally, an inventory, if you will, of everything that Hagrid keeps in his pockets.
So many pockets.
Because, okay, a cake. Number 1. Number 2, a kettle.
A kettle.
3, a package of sausages.
4 huge sausages.
A fireplace poker. A teapot. Several cups. And some whiskey.
Oh, perfect.
And that was just in his, morning pocket.
in his right, left bright breast pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, so cute. I love it.
Everyone's just staring at him while he makes his sausages.
I love
and
it.
brews his tea.
Oh my gosh.
Dudley's drooling for a sauce.
Yeah, no, the Muggles won't let him.
Yeah.
And here, Hagrid learns that Harry doesn't know about Hogwarts.
Yes.
Or magic.
Yes.
Or anything.
Literally anything. Harry's like, thanks for the sausage, but who are you? And he's like, oh, my name's Hagrid. I work at Hogwarts. And Harry's like, cool, what's Hogwarts, though? And Hagrid's like, what do you mean, what's Hogwarts?
It's literally your home, baby.
Yeah. Hagrid is about to throw down with the Dursleys. He's like, how dare you not tell him about Hogwarts of all places? And Harry, didn't you ever wonder where your parents learned everything?
Learned what?
And he's like, my parents were educated.
My parents didn't know anything. I don't know anything.
Yep.
I do know some math.
I literally wrote, Hagrid stands up and yells at the Dursleys about how Harry doesn't know anything. And Harry's just like, I can do math, Hagrid.
Harry does know some math and
he
stuff.
knows math.
And then Uncle Vernon tries to cast a spell. And Hagrid starts dropping some truth bombs on Harry.
Yeah, he does. He's like, Harry, do you not know how famous you are?
Harry, you are in fact a wizard.
Oh, yes. Hagrid's gonna blast the whole house off the island because of how mad he is, though.
So mad.
He's like, okay, listen, the Dursleys. I know Dumbledore left you a letter with Harry that explained all of this. Why did you never tell him any of it? Harry, you're a wizard. A wizard, of course. Gives him his letter. It's addressed now to him on the literal floor in a literal hut in the literal middle of the sea.
So funny, McGonagall. Good job.
She's so great. And we get our Hogwarts letter, which goes something like, Dear Mr. Potter, etc., etc.
I'm letting you find it. It's a good one. It's worth it. There it is.
Aha. It's what's it called at the very top? It starts out with
That's
a
the letterhead.
big Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry, followed by a littler headmaster, Albus Dumbledore, Orlin of Order of Merlin, First Class, Grand Sorcerer, Chief Warlock, Supreme Mugwump, International Confederation of Wizards.
Listen.
Why all those titles, Dumbledore?
That's a little braggadocious.
Dear Mr. Potter, we are pleased to inform you that you have been accepted at Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. Please find enclosed a list of all necessary books and equipment. Term begins on September 1st. We await your owl by no later than July 31st. Yours sincerely, Minerva McGonagall, Deputy Headmistress.
Cute.
Suddenly, Harry has so many questions, but...
Harry is agog and aghast.
He is. Has he
has
found love at
questions
last?
for years. Hagrid makes sure he sends an owl back to Dumbledore.
Oh, yes. Dear Dumbledore, Harry got his letter. We're chilling. Don't worry.
And then the Dursleys freak out.
Yeah, they do. But we forgot also, in Hagrid's pocket,
Oh, yeah.
one owl.
An owl. He takes the owl, writes the letter,
Chucks it out the
sends
door.
it on its way. What on earth? Why was the owl in there?
Do you think the owl gets its own pocket, or does it
Yes.
have to share with,
Oh.
like, the dog biscuits?
It definitely has food in its pocket.
Just some, like, owl kibble?
Whatever.
What do owls eat? Mice? A couple dead mice in there for him?
Yes.
Okay. Hagrid also tells Dumbledore that they're gonna go shopping tomorrow. So fun.
Woo!
And Vernon tries one more time to come between Harry and his destiny.
Yeah.
But Hagrid's like, go away, you muggle.
Well, Petunia spends an entire page yelling about how, of course they knew what Harry was. His mom was a freak too. Their parents were proud. Blah, blah, blah. And then the truth about Harry's parents.
Yeah, she's obviously still jealous about all the extra attention that Lily got because of her magic and
my
is holding that grudge against Harry. lots of people holding grudges against Harry for things that Harry never did.
He was a baby.
Stop.
And then we find out that Harry's parents did not die in a car crash.
Nope. In fact, they got murdered. And we got stuck with you little baby.
Oh, and you know what you're not supposed to do? You're not
Lie to people?
Yeah, because you know what? It makes Hagrid angry.
Yeah, don't
You
make
don't
Hagrid
want to
angry.
make Hagrid angry. That's really scary.
Really scary. Yeah, Hagrid's riled up yet again. How dare you not even tell Harry what actually happened to his parents? You freaking think a regular old car crash would have killed them? Heck no. They've been in so many crashes and survived. You should see James's broken nose from how many bludgers he took to the face.
Honestly.
He'd be fine in a car crash.
Oh man. So Harry gets a crash course. Oh, thank you. In Wizard War history.
Yeah. He's like, okay, you can't go to Hogwarts without knowing this one little piece of information, so I'll give you just this, Harry. Don't ask for more. I told you, we're not answering all your questions right now. We gotta save them up. But I will tell you this. There's this dude, Moldy Voldy. He's super, super bad, right? People are super scared of him, so we don't say his name. And I can't spell it, so I'm gonna whisper it to you once.
Remember
One
it
time.
forever.
Voldemort.
Say it again.
No. 20 years ago, he started this cult. Bad shit happened. He killed anybody who tried to stop him. Only Hogwarts was safe. Your mom and your dad were head boy and head girl. And we all think that it's because they were too tight with Dumbledore that Voldemort never tried to recruit them for his cult, which checks out. And when Harry, you were 1 year old, on Halloween even, I wonder what your costume was.
Oh my gosh, was he a wizard?
Was he dressed as a little tiny baby mandrake? We don't know.
Oh, cute.
But Voldy came and he killed your parents. This is too much for Hagrid. He starts to cry.
Yeah, Hagrid is heartbroken all over again, but he gets through the truth.
He does. He's like, your parents were so nice and Voldy killed him. And he tried to kill you too, Harry, but he couldn't. And you just got this scar.
You lived.
Even though he killed so many other great wizards, he couldn't kill you.
And then Harry has a flashback.
Yeah.
He's had this, like, inkling of a memory before. But this is the clearest that it's been so far, and it's very scary.
Yeah, now instead of only remembering a bright green light, he can also remember an evil laugh.
Like Skeletor?
Yeah. 100%.
Thank you.
Harry already forgot about the Dursleys, though.
I know, Hagrid and Harry are having their first moment.
They are.
And then Vernon starts back on his bullshit.
Yep. He's like, Harry, I know you were weird. We tried to physically beat it out of you. And I feel like if we just had some more one-on-one punching time, we could probably get there.
So you can't go to this school.
No, we still need to punch you. And also, the world's better off without your parents.
Oh, I'm going to throw up.
Hagrid's bringing the true WWE SmackDown today. He jumps straight over that couch, pink umbrella in tow, and tells Vernon to stop.
Umbrella to the face.
Mm-hmm. Hagrid's a gentle sweetie, though, so he doesn't actually do anything. Mm-mm. He just goes and sits back down, breaks the couch. Harry asked him what happened to Voldy, and he's like, he vanished.
Yeah, well, and Hagrid's like, yeah, I'm sure that you're a very, hold on, I feel like I'm out of a weird place all of a sudden.
Out of a weird place.
Why don't you go for a sec?
Okay.
Sorry.
So Harry asks, like, what happened to Voldy? And Hagrid's like, well, here's the thing. A lot of people think, one, he vanished, and that's why you're so famous, mostly. And Harry's like, but did he die? And Hagrid's like, I don't know. Did he die? Maybe he's still hanging out. Maybe his cult followers were actually bewitched and they came back to the side of good after he disappeared, but who freaking knows? And, but something about you, Harry, stopped him.
Yeah.
And that's weird.
Yeah, and Harry is so confused because he's never felt anything remotely close to powerful.
Mm-hmm.
So he's just like super confused. He's like, not me. It couldn't have been me.
Mm-hmm.
So Hagrid's like, well, think about any time something unexplainable has happened to you.
Mm-hmm.
So Harry remembers like somehow escaping every awful thing he didn't want to happen.
Yes. It's like, Harry, have you ever done any like accidental magic though? And Harry's like, ah yes, all those weird things that always happen to me.
And
Perhaps I am a wizard.
oh my gosh, yeah, maybe it was, oh my heck, I'm not a freak. I'm a wizard.
Yes. Hagrid's like, I knew it. I knew you were doing crazy weird magic this whole time.
Mother Hagrid is as proud as she can be.
Oh yeah.
Vernon tries to control the situation, but Hagrid will not have it.
No.
And then Vernon, he crosses the line.
I know. Well, the line for Hagrid. It's not
Yeah,
a line
yeah.
for me.
No, not for Emily.
Hagrid's like, listen, this kid's going to school. He's a freaking legacy. He's already in. His name's been down forever. Nothing you're gonna do is gonna stop him. And Vernon's like, I ain't paying some old crazy dude to pay. Nope. I'm not paying some old crazy dude to teach Harry to do magic on purpose.
Hagrid's like, did you call my father crazy? Just loses his mind.
He really does. Hagrid's gonna break some arms.
Instead, he cast a piggy tail spell on Wadley.
He tries to cast a full piggy spell on Wadley, but Wadley is too much already a pig that he only needed a little tail
It was
garnish
the only thing he
to
needed.
complete the look.
And the Dursleys, they get the freak out of there, man.
Oh my gosh, my favorite thing about this, no one comes to fix the tail. No one comes to
Never.
put a memory spell on
No.
these guys. They have to go and get it surgically removed.
I love it so
Someone
much.
in the ministry was like, saw this came in and they're like,
That's
so
fine.
funny. We're gonna let them deal with this pigtail by themselves.
They're like, oh man, let's let Hagrid have it. I like it. It's fine.
Oh, man. Yes.
Hagrid's like, I really wasn't supposed to do that,
Yeah.
but
I got expelled in my third year, and they broke my wand, but Dumbledore let me hang out as gamekeeper. So, like, all hail Dumbledore, but also don't tell anyone I just did that.
so at the age of 14, Hagrid was instated as gatekeeper of Hogwarts. Given his own cabin,
Yeah.
his own hut, his own keys, 14 years old. Listen, just because a kid is big doesn't mean they're grown up. I get confused sometimes too, you know? A really huge freshman comes in and I'm like, oh, they're responsible.
It's a trick.
A freshman's a freshman.
They tricked you.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hagrid's like, all right, Harry, it's late. We have a big day ahead of us tomorrow. Take my coat. You can use this as pillow, mattress, and blanket.
Harry snuggles into the coat and it wriggles up around him and tucks him in. The coat tucks him in.
Those are just
With all
my
of
mice.
the little, yeah.
That's my mice pocket.
All the little babies inside the coat tuck in around Harry to keep
Yep.
him warm. Harry's
So
like,
gross. But at least I'm warm. It's fine. And he goes to bed.
Yep, they go to bed.
End of chapter.
Very sweet chapter.
So funny. I
So
love Hagrid
sweet.
so much.
Oh, he's the best.
Yes.
This is, oh man. Yeah, this is why we have to have an entire episode on just Hagrid
Oh yeah.
this month.
This.
And we'll have many
Month.
more because he's the soul lover, caretaker, nurturer of Harry Potter.
Him and Mrs. Weasley.
Mm-hmm.
Molly does a good
Yeah.
job, but Hagrid's
Yeah,
the
they
one
share
there
it.
every day
Yep.
at Hogwarts.
He's at Hogwarts every day. So Hagrid's the, like, during the school year protector, and Molly is the summer lady, summer
Mhm.
mom.
Summer
Mom,
mom.
winter mom.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
I love our magic moms.
The protecting that Hagrid does is just, like, It's exactly what Harry needs. It always needed, never got, and I'm so glad that Hagrid's the one. I mean, anybody could have been sent. Anybody. So Dumbledore does do a good of having Hagrid go get him.
I feel like Hagrid initiated
Hagrid
this,
was
though.
like,
He's like, I'll go pick up Harry.
Oh, no, Hagrid was like, I will go pick up Harry.
I got it.
This isn't a...
We're on letter day 5, the 5 million letter day. Cancel those. I'm on it. I'm gonna fly
Gonna go
to
get
this.
him.
McGonagall, where was that island at now? Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go fly there. Dumbledore, I'll send you my owl when I get there.
Oh my gosh,
I got
cute.
this.
I love that they're like, listen, the letters are not getting to him. It's getting out of control. We've got to go get this little baby. And Hagrid's like, I'll do it. I'll even take him to Diagon Alley. I'll get all this stuff for him. And you know that at that moment he was like, I'm gonna get him an owl.
Yeah.
All right, so I can't wait to
So,
talk about that. Oh, next chapter is awesome.
I know. Every next chapter is
Every
all good.
single one.
Until we get to Grop.
What?
But then it's all good after that. So.
Oh, I don't mind Grop. Think of how much he loves Hermione.
He does. Hermione.
Hermione. All right.
Okay.
Love you guys. And
we'll see
thank you for
next
joining
week.
us. Yeah. And let's create something magical together.
Bye.
Bye.